From Interior Alaska's most trusted news source, this is the Fbx Evening News.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Our top story, a plane carrying 10 people crashed near Iliamna at about 6:30 this morning.
3 people reportedly died in the crash, and state troopers said the deceased are out-of-state residents and authorities are working to notify their families.
The Alaska Air National Guard said 5 of the 7 survivors were being flown to Anchorage for treatment. Iliamna, with a population of about 100 people, is 225 miles southeast of Anchorage.
The de Havilland Turbine Otter crashed shortly after takeoff.
And in other news this evening, a Fairbanks man who led police on a chase in the city's south side is now in custody, charged with attempted murder. 31-year-old Grady Massengale was indicted by a grand jury on several felonies, including attempted murder and misconduct involving weapons. Police say the incident happened on July 4th when Massengale attempted to shoot another man several times. The attempted shooting happened on 21st Avenue. Massengale was a passenger inside a vehicle driven by Renita Luke. The pair pulled up to another man, and after exchanging words, Massengale reportedly fired at him with .45 caliber handgun. He missed, but the pair came back around, and then when the victim attempted to flee on foot, Massengale also got out of the vehicle and attempted to shoot him again. Massengale pleaded not guilty this afternoon, and a trial for his case was set for later this month.
The Fairbanks City Council discussed what they should do regarding the mayor's compensation pay. Some council members say the city code has been unclear regarding compensation time for the position. Now, Mayor John Eberhardt disagreed. Reporter Ryan Grimes was there, and he files this report.
Councilman Jerry Clearworth introduced Ordinance Number 5990 at the Fairbanks City Council meeting last night. The decree called for an amendment to the mayor's salary pay that does not allow the position to accrue compensatory time. Clearworth says that there has been some confusion lately regarding the mayor using comp time.
It is a salaried position, and in the private sector you don't get it. Now, I've known that the city does use it, and with some of the contracts and with the employees too, but I did not know that they used it for the mayor.
Mayor John Eberhardt says compensation time is a necessary requirement for someone in his position if he needs to work extra hours.
It would almost be a disincentive to work extra hours because you get no comp time for it. You can't get comp time to use in lieu of your personal leave.
This came up, of course, we had a citizen complain.
At the August 10th City Council meeting, resident Donna Gilbert called out Mayor Eberhardt's alleged misuse of comp time.
It's being used, I think, for personal time, personal vacation, working his arbitration job, and saving all of his leave. Personal leave can be cashed out when he leaves office for big bucks.
Mayor Eberhardt says he has approximately 200 hours of comp time on the record.
Don't give a disincentive to work extremely hard. We're very, very busy. Lots of initiatives. We're working our guts out to the citizens of Fairbanks.
Councilman Bernard Gatewood agreed last night that the issue needs to be debated.
I think we need to be fair to the mayor's office. At the same time, I do agree that it's an elected position and we just can't look at it just the way we look at other exempt employees.
The council voted to advance the ordinance for further discussion on October 5th. This is Ryan Grimes reporting.
The Fairbanks business community received an update on UAF's unmanned aircraft program at today's Greater Fairbanks Chamber of Commerce weekly membership luncheon. Roe Bailey, the Associate Director of Policy for the Alaska Center for Unmanned Aircraft Systems Integration, spoke today. Their group's test site became operational in May of 2014, and they recently received a Certificate of Authority, or COA, from the FAA that allows them to operate an aircraft under 55 pounds anywhere in the nation at or under 400 feet and at least 5 miles from a towered airport. The group has been assisting in research projects throughout the state, including studies on walrus, providing video for the Alaska Department of Fish and Game, as well as performing pipeline inspections for Alyeska. Bailey says the COA always allows them to support small businesses in Alaska.
In some cases, they were already doing maybe videography, they were already doing wedding photography, they're already doing real estate, whatever. And so they're the ones who we primarily see moving into this area at this point. Alaska's open for UAS industry. More opportunities are going to come so fast that it'll be dizzying, but we're doing everything we can to try and make it happen in the safest and most effective and most measured and appropriate way that we possibly can.
All right, when we come back, a large amount of money has been granted to the state to help healthcare workers, and we'll tell you what it means.
Also in this week's Health Report, we'll show you how to help your children deal with disturbing stories they see or hear. Those stories and more when we return. Stay with us. Welcome back. A 24-year-old facing felony sexual assault charges appeared in Fairbanks Superior Court this afternoon. Following an indictment, Darren Snow pleaded not guilty to the single unclassified felony. Snow has been in custody without bail for the offense allegedly committed in April and May of 2009. Not much detail has been released regarding the sexual assault. However, the victim attended today via telephone from out of state. A trial for the case was scheduled for November.
Guilty pleas for a man accused of attempting to set a home on fire. Kenneth Baxter pleaded guilty to reduced charges of misdemeanor assault and violating conditions of release yesterday. Baxter was originally arrested after authorities say he poured gasoline on a residence and threatened an occupant with a metal pipe. Once law enforcement arrived on scene, Baxter reportedly locked himself inside of the residence and refused to speak to responding officers. Baxter will serve a total of 490 days in jail for the offenses.
The Alaska Department of Labor and Workforce Development is being awarded a federal grant to help train healthcare workers throughout the state of Alaska. The $2.9 million sum will be used to expand existing apprenticeship programs at medical facilities and universities and fund new projects. The money is expected to be transferred to the state and used to meet employment initiatives over the next 3 to 5 years. State Department of Labor officials say healthcare organizations throughout the interior will be notified of the opportunities the grant presents starting early next year. Director of Employment and Training Services Mike Andrews says the federal money comes at a time when the demand for healthcare workers is growing rapidly.
We really need to ramp up. We need to, if I can, I would say that we've identified a projected need of 11,000 new healthcare workers over the next 7 years, and then with Medicaid reform, a possible 4,000 more. So that's our largest job producer at this point. So we have to ramp up and try to attract hundreds of residents a year to these open jobs.
Last week, we observed the anniversary of the 9/11 attacks on the United States. There were a lot of graphic images shown, and sometimes children are frightened when they don't know what's going on. Monty Bowen has more in this week's Health Report.
Whether it's images of September 11th or a tragic natural disaster, children may have questions about the news. Kate Eshelman is a child psychologist who says if kids bring up a disturbing story they saw or heard, honesty is the best way to go.
It's important to answer in honest and age-appropriate ways and be truthful. If they ask why someone did something, a lot of times we don't know and we don't understand, and it's okay to tell them that.
Dr. Eshelman says it's best to wait for kids to ask about an event rather than have parents proactively bring it up. If they do ask, she recommends talking to them about what they know first, if anything, and then using that to guide the conversation. Overall, reassuring a child of their safety is the top priority.
We do want to try and promote the kids feeling safe, so trying to reassure in an appropriate way so that we can make them feel safe.
If children are going to watch media coverage of a disturbing event, recording it and previewing it may be a good idea. That way you can select what they watch with them, and answer questions that they may have. This is Monty Bowen reporting.
The Health Report is brought to you by the Ear, Nose, and Throat Clinic, located in the Medical Dental Arts Building, and by Interior Women's Health, located on 1626 30th Avenue.
All right, Joe Cook is up next with sports, and he has another edition of the Nanook Corner.
Also, some Ice Dog player received some league honors.
All that and more with Joe after the break.
Welcome back, Interior Alaska. Joe Cook here with your local Tuesday Sportscast. On today's Nanook Corner, we highlight one volleyball player who can make history this season. Here's more on how Sam Hartoon is killing the record books.
She shows emotion, power, and skill in every match. UAF's Sam Hartoon is a senior outside hitter and is close to becoming the best ever. Entering this year, Hartoon was 267 kills away from the all-time program record in kills and 365 away from the all-time GNAC kill record. After 7 matches, she has 1,888 kills. She is 25 away from tying Megan Thigpen for second most kills all time for the Nanooks. Hartoon is aware of the numbers, but she sees team success and what could be the pinnacle of individual honors.
More than anything, I know that in order to get that goal to be achieved, then I need my team, and I can't do it on my own. So every time my defense works on, getting great passes and great digs, and I know, I'm going to work hard for them. I'm going to get a kill for them, and every time our setters put up a great ball, I'm going to put it away because they're working their butt off so that I can get a good swing. So, it's obviously good team effort, and yes, I want to say, these are my goals solely, but that's not it at all. It's totally a team effort.
Despite Hartoon swinging away, Alaska is 0-7 to start the year, but they have also won 7 sets. Alaska didn't win 5 sets until October 2nd last season. First-year head coach Brian Scott has established a new attitude, but he knows it will take a little more time before wins start rolling in.
Naturally, we want to get into the postseason. We want to be in the NCAAs. How quickly we can all buy in, and how quickly we can gel and come together. I think people are going to be surprised at what this team is capable of doing.
When you have a player like Sam Hartoon and a veteran group of hungry players, it's only a matter of time before singular feats mesh with team success. This weekend, the Nanook start GNAC play on the road. They will face new conference foe Concordia on Thursday and Western Oregon on Saturday.
Nanook Corner, brought to you by Sports Medicine Fairbanks.
And to the victor go the spoils. A couple of Ice Dogs were recognized by the NAHL after Fairbanks swept the Kenai River Brown Bears this past weekend. Logan Coombs was named Midwest Division Star of the Week. The 18-year-old from Northville, Michigan had 7 points this past weekend. He had a goal and 2 helpers in Friday night's 6-2 victory. He followed that up with 3 assists and a goal in Saturday's 7-3 win. He was +3 on Friday and +5 on Saturday. Reiner Gorowski was the second star of the week for the Midwest Division. The returning forward had 5 assists and a goal in the Kenai River Series. The Ice Dogs, they will face the defending Robertson Cup champion Minnesota Wilderness this weekend in Cloquet, Minnesota. In high school flag football, one team ended their losing streak, but another one continues for another team. After not scoring consecutive games on Monday night, the North Pole Patriots shut out the Hutchinson Hawks 12-0 in North Pole. Alize Anderson led the Patriots with 2 touchdown passes. North Pole ends their 2-game skid, and they are now 2-2. The Hawks slide to 0-4. The Pats will take on West Valley on Wednesday, while Hutch will face Lathrop this Thursday. West Valley continues their tear through the interior all-school swimming meets. On Saturday at the Hammy Pool, area teams competed in 24 different events, including diving. Nicole McIntosh of North Pole won the girls' 1-meter diving competition. And as far as swimming, the Wolfpack won 20 of 24 events. Tristan O'Donohue won the 50 and 100-yard freestyle races with times of 22.6 seconds and 50.4 seconds. They owned the relays as well, those Wolfpack getting wins in the girls and boys 200 medley and freestyle races, among others. Zoe Thorson won the 500 freestyle, and Angie Randall was first in the 100 backstroke for the Pack. Hutchinson's Noah Palmer won the 200 freestyle, and Lathrop's Alex Suleimani won the boys 100 breaststroke. This weekend, swimmers will be in competition at the West Scott Pool in North Pole for another all-schools meet. In cross country, the West Valley Wolfpack took their running show on the road and got another sweep down in the Delta at the Delta Junction Invitational. The Wolfpack swept the girls and boys races. Both West Valley teams had point totals under 30. Lathrop swept second place. The Barrow girls took third, and the Galena boys were also third. In the girls' race, West Valley's Faith Whitman and Grace Marks finished 1-2 in 20 minutes 3 seconds and 20 minutes 20 seconds. Elaine Walgamuth of Barrow was third overall. Caleb Corda of Galena won the boys' race in 16 minutes 9 seconds. The Wolfpack's Ty Donaldson took second place with a time of 16:29, and Corda's teammate Jacob Moose was third overall. The last regular season all-schools meet is this Friday in Salsha. And that'll do it for sports tonight. Mike Schultz is up next with your full weather forecast, and we'll catch you next time.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back into our Tuesday night newscast. Mike Schultz with you once again, talking about the weather. Kind of uneventful today, just mainly cloudy skies, a few sprinkles here and there, and of course we had the fog this morning, which was not very much fun. But we're looking at that trend to continue for the next few days. We'll tell you more about that in just a little bit. Very nice photograph tonight. This one's sent in by Andrea Gilvin, and the little guy's telling the other one, see the beautiful rainbow? Look at that. Look at the shot there. Just beautiful colors and just the rainbow, and the two young ones enjoying Mother Nature at its best. Again, a great photograph. Thank you, Andrea, for that shot. If you have a photograph to share, send it photos at ktvf11.com. Your numbers, today's high 46, the low last night 39. The record high was 75 in 1919. The record low 21 in 1987. Your sunrise and sunset works out to about 13 hours and 9 minutes, a loss of 6 minutes from yesterday. On the satellite and radar, again, you can see most of the moisture is down south the Alaska Range. Quite a bit of rainfall being reported there. A few scattered showers across the interior. And speaking of the interior, we'll go in and look and see what's going on here. As you can see, just mainly a few lingering showers here and there, but nothing really heavy coming our way, and it looks like it's all starting to diminish as we speak. Across the rest of the state, over southeast Alaska, it is raining from Juneau right on down to Ketchikan. Temperatures only in the low 50s. Cool day in Anchorage with more rain, 49 degrees there. Around the Kodiak Island, 58 degrees, showers at Kodiak. Along the Aleutian Chain, Cold Bay cloudy and 51. Sunshine at Bethel with 47 and partly cloudy skies at Nome, 46. Barrow checking in with 30 degrees and cloudy skies, and Fort Yukon partly cloudy and 43. The lower 48 weather, temperatures are once again hot over the central portions of the country and not too bad across the southwest. 97 at Phoenix, but only 82 degrees in Las Vegas. 64 chilly in Seattle with scattered rain showers there. Minneapolis at 87, Denver 88. Elsewhere across the eastern half of the country, you can see not a whole lot going on. A few scattered thunderstorms around the New Orleans area, the Miami, Florida peninsula. Over the northeast, looking at mainly clear to partly cloudy skies and temperatures everywhere in the 80s. On the satellite and radar, a little bit of activity moving across the Florida peninsula, bringing some rain there. Over the northeast, things looking pretty good. You move back to the west, you get back into more of a flow of moisture and cooler temperatures. That's helping the fire situation big time. And as far as what lies ahead over the central plains, well, the heat's going to continue to build across the central plains, bringing in very hot temperatures and increasingly humid across the Gulf Coast states. The overall jet stream, once again, laying in a trend. You can help to bring the moisture across the Pacific Ocean, diving down to the south and then up over the northeast. Well, time once again for our kids' weather. This week we're talking with the kids from Arctic Light Elementary School. Tonight, here's a young lady with a picture to share.
Hi, my name is Summer and I'm at Mr. Wolf's 6th grade class at Arctic Elementary. And today I drew a picture of a snowflake. And I drew it because it reminded me of the first time when I saw snow, because where I used to live didn't get that much snow, and I loved the season winter.
Where did you used to live?
San Antonio, Texas.
Thank you, Summer. What a great name, Summer. And again, thanks to Mount McKinley Bank for sponsoring Kids Weather and for 50 years of serving the interior. Tomorrow, a young man will be here with an interesting weather question. Taking a look at the weather across the state tomorrow for the northern sections, morning snow showers at Barrow, mostly cloudy skies in Nome, and rain showers at Fort Yukon. In the interior, we'll be looking at, for the most part, scattered showers for Fairbanks and Delta Junction, maybe mixed with snow around the Healy area. Over southeast Alaska, more rain in the forecast there. Showers likely for Juneau. Scattered showers for Ketchikan. And out to the southwest, also some rain in the forecast. Rain likely for Cold Bay and Kodiak with scattered showers for Bethel. Down around the Anchorage Bowl, you guessed it, more rain all the way across the region with temperatures only in the low 50s and even upper 40s around the Valdez area. Our forecast for the remainder of the night looks like this. Again, showers possibly mixing with snow at the higher levels, above 3,000 feet probably. 37 degrees for the overnight low. Tomorrow's forecast, some morning fog, then scattered rain showers, 46 degrees. And the extended forecast, not much relief. Again, temperatures in the upper to mid 40s all the way across the board, with oftentimes scattered snow showers and rain showers, at least toward the weekend. That'll be mainly in the morning hours. And overnight lows will also be very chilly, down to freezing by Saturday night into Sunday. So it's going to be kind of gray and yucky.
It's okay. It's good. Good fall.
Mm-hmm.
A good fall day, you know. Time to watch the movies with the family.
True, but we flirt with the snowfall when we get, overnight lows of 32 and wetness.
We sure
so.
do.
And a lot of moisture around too, so wouldn't be surprised to see a little dusting again.
A little dusting?
But not until this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And hopefully no accumulation.
No, it doesn't look like it, babe.
Hopefully no accumulation. We might as well just jump right into it. Get on the slopes.
Not ready. Not ready. All right. Thanks, guys. That'll wrap up this edition of the Fairbanks Evening News. We are glad you could join us.
Well, tonight on NBC Nightly News, a flash flood roared down the hills in southern Utah yesterday, killing at least 12 people. That's up next with Lester Holt.
All right. Well, join us here 6 days a week at 6 and 11 or online anytime at webcenter11.com.
Okay. From all of us here at the News Center, have a great night.